It wasn't my fault. Yet the unbearable weight of guilt laid on my shoulders like a filthy garment. Nightmares of tiny features and distant crying. It's like even my present is haunted. You were the present that I always wanted, and yet I couldn't keep. See, every DNA test would attest that you were the product of rape and incest, and as the forever stain of molestation left its mark upon my newly budded chest, I was only 13 when I lost you. I should have said something. Forgive me. Man, I didn't even have my finger on that trigger. But in a flash, in the twinkling of an eye, I saw your life leave your body. First time I seen somebody die, and I never felt so afraid in my life. Truth be told, I told you that stupid game was getting old, but you insisted to continue until the blood was running cold. I should have said no, but I didn't, and now you're gone. And I'm facing charges of taking your life. You were my brother from another mother. Situation feels like I'm being convicted twice. How could I be so foolish? Should've used wisdom, but I was so clueless and I blew it. And now I'm hungry for forgiveness like I'm famished. White flag ready, but I'm too weak, man. I just can't grab it. Trap set perfectly. Big star, big money. All I had to do was have his baby and I would be set for life. Torn with his emotions, moved in with his parents, he couldn't get rid of me. He was entangled by my wannabe innocence and I loved it. That is until the deal turned sour. And he copped an attitude that left me bruised and beaten and bleeding in the shower. Found out that I was using him. Held me hostage in our own home. Played Rambo on my rattled bones. Slung me around like a rag doll. And all I could say was, I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you. But he wasn't feeling me. Lights flashing. Horns honking, sirens alarming. And it causes me to wonder, where did this massive migraine come from? My head's gashed as a pile of trash. These bottles are empty and I'm thinking, oh no man, this can't be happening to me. There's a 4-lane highway, I'm facing traffic and apparently a sentence. I'm sober enough to still be conscious and yet I'm still missing the bigger picture, and so I sit here in the middle of this road thinking, how could I be so foolish? Should've used wisdom, but I was so clueless and I blew it. And now I'm hungry for forgiveness like I'm famished. White flag ready, but I'm too weak, man, I just can't grab it. And in big brother mode, he stepped in and said, let me take a stab at it. Forget a stake, he took a cross, destroyed all of my bad habits, suffered hell for me. Played the persecuted, took a sentence and went to jail for me, and I smile. Yes, I smile because Big Bertha would never get his hands on me. He went to jail for me. A mighty king endured defeat and agony for me, and even after every bloody tear of flesh that came from his skin, he looked at me and still deemed me worthy. All hail this King of glory, I stand forgiven. I stand forever grateful that Jesus took the greatest fall, and he rose again all powerful, broke the chains, no longer a scoundrel, and so now I live for him in a crown incorruptible. I stand forgiven. You can hold on to my past if you want to. You can point the finger, look man, I can't stop you. See, I used to be blinded by your perception, but now I see straight through you. I see that you too have once made some bad moves, and it's okay. See, Jesus made a way for both you and me to escape. He made a way for us to keep living with no shame and no condemnation. And so I stand here before you, not perfect, but as a light, as a witness that you can be forgiven.